Hi friends, it's Peter, and it's Sunday, May 16th on Genderqueer Chat. I'm posting a day late again, sorry. I'm actually at my parents' house right now. I flew in from the UK on Thursday, and it's been kind of a hectic weekend. So I'm going to try and make this video really quickly. Sorry. This week we're talking about disclosure, which is kind of a big topic for me. But let me just start by talking about what's been happening most recently in my life. I guess for those of you who don't know, I've been on testosterone for a little over a year. And in the end of September, beginning of October of this past year, I started school. I went back to grad school in England, and much to my surprise, everybody was just assuming that I was a cisgender guy, and so I was having this dilemma of whether or not to tell people, what to tell people, whether to let them assume that, I was, born male and all that. And this was something that I really hadn't predicted. Here I was, having started physical transition, moving to a whole new place, a whole new country, and a new environment, and I wasn't sure before moving what to tell people. I didn't know if it was going to be weird if I introduced myself as a guy, if people would question that. I just had no idea, but people totally just took at face value that I was a male-bodied individual. And I guess the result of that is then I was feeling like I was deceiving people, which isn't really fair. I mean, if people make assumptions about me and I don't correct them, is that me being dishonest? Or, it just felt really weird. And I felt like I didn't want to live stealth because my trans identity and my genderqueer identity is such a huge part of my life and such a huge part of who I am, and it just feels so, it just doesn't feel comfortable to me to pretend that my past life, as a girl, never happened. For me personally, that doesn't feel like the right thing. So eventually, I started telling people, and everybody was awesome about it. I've been living in this town that's really gay, really queer town, and everyone's really tolerant. So it's been really easy to come out to people in that setting. A lot of people are a little bit informed about trans people, trans issues. So that makes things a little easier. I guess I do have one kind of funny story. Since I've been at school, and everyone assumes I'm cisgender male, and so I was in the school play this year, for the school musical, and they cast me in a boy's part, and I was, it was sort of an ensemble role, and every time I was on stage, it was as one of the guys. That was the kind of role that it was. So yeah, it was really weird for me to pretend that I wasn't trans. And a couple people knew, like 4 people that I was friends with, I talked to about it. And when I auditioned, I talked to the people I was auditioning for because because of the voice change, basically. I wanted to sort of explain that. Well, anyway. So I had told them when I auditioned, but I didn't really. I don't know why I thought they wouldn't tell people. But what happened was everybody found out through gossip. And I had no idea that everybody knew. And I was wishing that people knew. I was wishing that I could be upfront and open and honest about who I was, but I just didn't know how to bring it up in a way that wasn't really awkward. So finally, by the end, of the show, it was at the cast party, I was talking to someone, and I was sort of trying to figure out, if he knew, and I was sort of like feeling him out, and he got what I was getting at, and he said, oh honey, we know, we all know, we don't care, and that was just so nice, like, it really bothered me that I felt like I had to pretend to be someone I wasn't. I mean, it's similar to when I was living as a girl, and I had to pretend to be a girl. That didn't feel comfortable. And similarly, it doesn't feel comfortable to just live as a boy, because really, I'm more in between, and and being trans, that's who I am. And I feel like if people don't know that about me, then it's hard to really be close to them, because it's such a big part of myself. And if I can't share that with people, then I'm closing off, compartmentalizing parts of myself. And for me personally, that doesn't feel healthy. I know, a lot of people do feel like they want to live self. They transition to, whatever gender, and then that's it. They don't want to be talking about or remembering their life before transition. But for me personally, it's something that I talk about with my friends, that, and yeah, it's important to me that people I'm close to know. I'm sorry to say that I really do have to wrap this up. I'm actually about to go to my parents have like a trans support group, and they're bringing me along for the first time ever. So I have to eat lunch really fast in the next 10 minutes and then get out of here. So I hope you're all having a good weekend, and have a good week. I'll see you soon. I'm looking through